How to improve your health with one simple test. There's a very high probability that everything you know about diabetes is wrong. That it's a disease that only happens to obese people, lazy people, elderly people. You may think that diabetes doesn't affect you because you're not one of the 25 million people who have been diagnosed. Here's the cold, hard truth. About 80 million people have prediabetes, the condition that comes before type 2 diabetes. Very simply put, that means 1 out of every 4 people in the U.S. is a ticking time bomb, and they have no idea of what havoc awaits them when they're actually diagnosed as type 2 diabetics. Scarier still, long-term damage is occurring in the body long before the diabetes diagnosis. Diabetics face a boatload of health challenges. That's because risk factors for other diseases skyrockets when you have diabetes. For instance, you're 5 times more likely to have a heart attack or stroke. That alone should shake you to your core. Additionally, diabetics are at increased risk for kidney disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, nerve damage, gout, loss of sight. Those are just a few of the conditions. Diabetes can be prevented, avoided, circumnavigated if it's found early on in the pre-diabetic stage. Here are a number of symptoms that are often ignored. Increased urination, increased thirst, constant fatigue, tingling and numbness, changes in vision. These are not things you tough out, but that's what most people do. They wait until the last minute, and then they learn they really have a serious problem. But you can get a leg up on diabetes by taking a simple test, a screening that examines health markers that aren't looked at in your doctor's office. In most doctors' offices, you get the basic tests. They check a couple of things and pronounce you fit as a fiddle. They aren't looking for a specific disease and its health markers ahead of time before they become a serious problem. That just doesn't make sense to us, and it should surely concern you. Certainly you would want to prevent a serious health problem before it drags you under, right? Ask anyone you know. If you could stop a disease before it progresses to dangerous levels, would you? Of course. Our advanced blood test looks at much more than just your blood glucose and hemoglobin A1C. We also look at your adiponectin, C-reactive protein, C-peptide, insulin, homocysteine, thyroid hormones, vitamin B12, testosterone, vitamin D, and very low-density lipoproteins, also known as cholesterol. All of these biomarkers can predict where you are on the course to prediabetes with a very high degree of accuracy. The most important thing to remember is this: we can catch the disease very early, and you get on the right track back to excellent health with our treatment program. When 1 out of every 4 Americans is pre-diabetic, doesn't it just make sense to learn if you're at risk? This way you don't have to go through life dragging a huge diabetes anchor wherever you go. I know what you're thinking. Why is this important? Because you can't see what we can, and what we can see can save your life. Schedule your free comprehensive blood test today, and let's see what your results reveal. Do it now while there's still time to steer your ship in the right direction.